Check it out. Today we're making the ultimate mushroom pizza. Fun fact, after pepperoni, mushroom is the most popular pizza topping in the world. This kind of blows my mind a little bit because a lot of pizza restaurants still use rubbery, tasteless mushrooms from a number 10 can. This pizza is going to be the GOAT of mushroom pizza. Tom Brady was a mushroom pizza, he'd be this pizza. We're gonna pack over 10 different kinds of mushroom into this one pizza, and we're gonna do it in a bunch of different ways. We're gonna keep it balanced and not over the top. Maybe a little over the top. Could be a little over the top. I'm also going to be teaching you a lot of really great techniques to make mushrooms better on your pizzas at home. Let's get started.
The first thing we need to do is prepare our fresh mushrooms. I just grabbed a variety pack of local organic mushrooms. Pro tip number 1, never rinse mushrooms. Mushrooms are essentially sponges, and rinsing them increases the water content. Instead, gently rub them clean with a damp paper towel. Once your shrooms are clean, we are going to give them a little rough chop. Pro tip number 2, don't cut your shrooms too small. When you cook mushrooms, they will reduce to nearly half the volume. One of the best characteristics of mushrooms is their meaty texture. If you slice your shrooms too small, you'll lose the toothsome texture you can add to your pizza. So just a quick rough chop is all you need. Now we gotta chop up some herbage. You're going to need some rosemary, thyme, chives, and parsley. Put these to the side for later. All right, let's cook up these mushrooms. This brings us to pro tip number 3. Pre-cook your mushrooms to reduce water content. Cooking mushrooms correctly will intensify the flavor. To do that, we get a saute pan going with a splash of olive oil. Get it screaming hot and toss in your prepared mushrooms, some thyme and rosemary, a little salt and pepper. Keep the heat high and stir occasionally until your shrooms have a nice brown to them. If you put raw mushrooms on a pizza, it might result in a soupy, watery pizza. Pro tip number 4, don't overcrowd the pan. Too many shrooms will make the pan watery and you'll end up steaming your mushrooms. That's no bueno. You want the rich caramelization that you get from the browning of the mushrooms. Now we deglaze the pan with a splash of apple cider vinegar. Remove the mushrooms and put them on a paper towel until we're ready to build the pizza. Now we're going to prepare a little truffle ricotta. This is super simple. Just add 1 tablespoon of truffle oil. I like the Truff brand. It's made from actual truffles and olive oil. Then add 2 cups of good whole milk ricotta and some chopped parsley to a mixing bowl. Mix until just combined. I'm using a pastry bag to help with the topping of the pizza. However, if you don't have a pastry bag, you can just use a spoon to dollop the mixture on the pizza when we go to build it. The last ingredient we'll need is the Urbani truffle mushroom spread. Our other cheeses are whole milk, low moisture mozzarella, and some fresh grated Asiago. All of our ingredients are prepped, so let's build this pizza. I'm using my all-purpose pizza dough recipe for this. Here's a link to that video if you want to learn how to make this dough. On a floured surface, go ahead and stretch out your pizza dough. Now we're going to brush the whole thing with olive oil. Add about a half a cup of Asiago. Now we cover it with our cooked mushrooms. Hit it with about 1 cup of shredded mozzarella. Now we spoon dollops of the Urbani all over the top, about the size of a quarter per dollop. In between the dollops of Urbani, we're going to add the truffle ricotta. Finally, hit it with some diced chives. Let's cook this thing. I'm going to be cooking it in the rock box at about 700 degrees. However, this will work fine in a home oven at 500 to 550 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. Bam!
Man, I only wish you guys could smell what I'm smelling right now. The truffles and the roasted mushrooms and the different types of sauces. It's absolutely just crazy how good this pizza smells. It's obviously a very pretty pizza. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. That's nuts. That truffle ricotta is dynamite. That's a good idea. I had a good idea. Oh, so good. If you know someone that loves mushrooms and you love them, make them this pizza.